What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Raro Lae, and we are here for another episode of the Raro Lae and Davy J show. I am here with my personal favorite, but not really, but I have to say that, Davy J. How are you?
I like that. Doing well. And we have two special guests here today. We'll start with on my left.
Yes.
Want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Christabel Ba. I am a content creator and military member.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
B?
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
I'm B. Bailey. I'm a friend of the show. I'm looking here. Okay. I'm a friend of the show, content creator, friendly neighbor. I just like to talk trash.
The
talk
friendly
shit.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Friendly neighbor. I like that. I like
We
that.
pod, that's
I
what
do
we
like
doing.
We
that.
pod. We podding. We
That's
podding.
cool.
So, we kind of do a thing in the beginning of the show. You know, some highs and lows, just kind of break the ice of your day. Y'all want to start with the left? Always.
Yes.
Highs. I would say high was probably not having to go to work
Mm.
today.
Oh.
On top of this whole weekend, glory be to God.
Did you have an extended MLK day? Or?
No, I had a
Christabel Day.
100%. Yes.
health.
So my supervisor cannot watch this episode, but the low is probably gonna have to be that tomorrow we got to run it back for real.
Okay, yeah.
You back in there. You
Gotcha.
back in there. I think my high was today was I stayed on my productivity schedule for the most part. And then the low for the day, dang, I didn't think about a low. I don't know if I had a low.
Not being hospitable to your guest.
Yeah, that probably was
Yeah,
the low
that
for the day, of
sucks.
course. Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
Wait, what is this? What is this?
So,
Is this a backstory?
backstory.
Davey was taking a nap, and so I live almost an hour and a half from here, so I always technically pit stop at his place
And then
before.
I drive to
Yeah,
to his.
So you
just
was
so I'm
nap-
not driving 2 hours. So he was taking a nap, and but I would have expected prior to the nap that maybe water would have been set out, food perhaps.
But you've been there before, though, right?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I mean,
She's been there more than 2 times. Come on.
No,
Oh, more than two?
Nigerians are
After the
naturally
second one-
hospitable
Hey,
people.
yo.
After the second time somebody comes to your house,
No.
you know where the water is.
He
Trying to
hasn't.
turn my
You
man
know
into
where
a
the
dog.
bathroom
the
is.
water is in your
You
car.
know where
the water
everything
is in your
is.
car, and I didn't have the key to your car. And then
The sink
you've
was
never
out.
opened the fridge in front of me, so I don't know if I can open the
First
fridge.
time is cool. Second time?
Third time is
Nah.
crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That-
Fourth time,
Love
he
it.
gonna ask you to pay rent.
Fourth time, that's what I said. I said, I was like, yo, you're
Well, he already got a roommate, so that's all full. So
that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, that was my low, I guess, of not being a good good host.
Yeah.
To Robert after the, 5th time? Go
It's
for
fine.
it, Lo. What's your
Okay.
high and low? I already know what your low is, clearly.
So I think for my high of today, I don't know. Today was kind of copacetic, I guess. If that's the right word, yeah. Just a very chill day, honestly. I wouldn't say there was a high or low of anything. The low was definitely not being treated like a proper guest. But other than that,
Can't never win.
other than that, I think
Women.
that wow.
Other than that,
Yeah,
Other than
I
that.
think my day was just a chill day. I think
Okay.
some days are just chill. You don't always have highs and lows. But how about you?
My high was I did not get high or I did not drink on my work from home day.
There we go.
Um,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And ironically, that was also my low. So, so we here with it. We pop.
I'm done.
Love that. So
Yeah.
today, our topic is gonna be Valentine's Day. As you can see, it's 2 lovely ladies wearing their red. Love it.
Yes.
So where did Valentine's Day even come from? What is the history of this Valentine's
Tell
Day?
us
Why
about
is
it.
it? So I Googled it.
Okay.
And it said, when did Valentine's Day begin and why? Valentine's Day did not come to be celebrated as a day of romance until about the 14th century. Although there were several Christian natives named Valentine, the day may have taken its name from a priest who was made martyred about 270 CE by the Emperor Claudius II Gothicus, some name like that.
Okay.
So I don't know. So basically, so long story short, we don't really know what's going on.
Sounds about right.
It came out of nowhere,
Right.
and somebody somewhere was like, "This day is gonna be about the love."
Yeah.
and the passion. I don't know. I think it was a woman, personally, but
Personally.
I don't
personally,
think that was
or it could have
it.
been a man.
I heard a lot
But
of
I thought it
Caucasian
was
in there
the
too,
St.
though.
Valentine.
It was definitely some Caucasian.
Yeah,
in there
I
as
thought it
well.
was St. Valentine.
Yeah, it was
so.
St. Valentine. You know,
Okay.
that was not in the thing.
And
but yeah.
CE, what is CE?
I don't know. I thought like B, you know,
BC
like
and
before
AD.
Christ, AD. It must have been old.
Let me see this.
Like it must have been like
Let
is
me see
CE?
this.
like what is
Yeah, I
it?
know before
What does it say at
Christ.
the bottom right
You know
there?
what I'm saying?
After-
AD.
Right.
Anno
Oh,
Domini.
you're right.
That's
it
a new one.
actually is
Board.
CE. I have not
CE,
known
I've
that.
never.
Yeah.
What does CE mean?
They're
Yeah.
making stuff up.
I 100% thought you made it up, but that is
So
real.
it's
That
come
is
to
there.
now
Yeah.
where it's like Valentine's Day. We were kind of born into it. It's known as the day of love. Social media at this
Yeah.
point has blown up, you know, everything else. But of course, Valentine's Day. So
Right.
how do y'all feel about, you know, a man on Valentine's Day single versus a woman Valentine's Day single? Like, how does
Who
that
wants
look?
to kick it off?
How does that look?
I feel like
Ladies
you have a
first.
lot of Valentine's experience, sir.
I think you do too.
Yeah.
I wasn't here, but I've been getting grilled for like mine.
The gang
This
up
the
has
first
been
time we
since
meet.
he walked
I would like
I've
to
been
know how you
getting
feel about
baked
Valentine's
for
Day.
about 30 minutes now. I feel like Valentine's Day was created by the men. It's cool. I think it's another day to show your love for your significant
Okay.
other. Me personally, I don't need a day
Yeah.
to specify when
So
I'm
what do you do on the day to day since you don't need a day?
on a day to day. I listen.
Okay.
I pay attention to her needs because everybody
Don't do
is
that.
different. You know, so you can't. There's not a blanket statement I can say.
Right.
You know, for what a man should do for a woman.
Okay.
So for me, she likes gifts. I get a little gift every now and then. She want me to pick up
How
after
is
myself.
every now and then? Like, what are we talking about with the timeline?
Depends on how she act.
Nah, literally don't. No, it's literally. I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
depends. It
Interesting.
depends.
You know.
Continue.
So, but for me, I feel like, all right, we had a great week. You know, we both been vibing. You know, we gonna go out to dinner. I'm gonna get you a real nice dinner, nothing cheap, nothing sleazy,
Right,
or
right.
anything like that.
Okay.
I never do that. That's not in the conversation anyway. But yeah, I mean, yeah, do something nice. It depends. What about you? What about you? What do you do for your?
Like, yeah, get it off to me.
What do you do for your
That's his
significant
mic.
other?
That's his mic. How do you feel about it? Like Valentine's Day is like single. Like, how does that feel? Like single Valentine. I mean, it's your.
Okay. Do you want me to go before you go, or
Lord.
do you want to
Take
go?
it away, sis.
Okay, so I feel like there was a little bit of energy coming my way because it's the first time I've been single in like 20,000 years for Valentine's Day. So for me personally, I feel like Valentine's Day is just Valentine's Day. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do that day. I'll probably like hang out with some of my girlfriends, do like a Galentine's Day. However, I feel like in respect to, and I'll keep this brief, in respect to, I feel like a cop-out is like, every day's Valentine's Day. And that's why I asked you, what do you do on your day-to-day? Because I feel like on Valentine's
Niggas
Day,
love that line.
yeah.
Every day is Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. We ain't doing
But
nothing.
no, not every
Not a
day. I
damn
said,
I
every
know,
once
but
in a
I'm
while.
saying,
Yeah.
I'm saying that
Okay.
dudes be loving
so that
it.
was a little different.
Every day is Valentine's
But
Day,
I
baby.
think Valentine's Day is your day to go above and beyond
Right.
and like do like spectacular things for that person that you care about. And the thing is like, if you're just like talking, it's a situationship, then I think that's when there's like more pressure on the man. But I think if you guys are in a legit relationship, the girl will do something for the
sure.
guy as well
For sure.
and everything. So I think like it should be above and beyond, and that day should be special. I think Valentine's Day should be a special day where like both people are like, I cherish you so much and I care about you,
I
and this
agree.
is why I'm getting you something to show just a speck of that appreciation.
I agree to a certain extent, and I know, Davey. I know you can.
No,
I mean,
we just bouncing off. I mean, I know you have.
Then you said, how'd I
just
get you?
bouncing
See,
off.
I
Like,
mean, you get this.
How'd I get in there?
but you can't just come in 2 weeks before Valentine's Day
and think
You
you
know
about
what
to
I'm
get
saying?
something.
And then
why
you gotta
not?
get the rules.
and
pedals
why
by the-
and why the hell not?
Because you gotta put in an investment.
See, the thing is, I feel like, so what happens is with the single people, right? Because
We're
the
listening.
red, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the single people, right? Like the problem is, a lot of people they just haven't got it right, you know.
Okay.
So they're talking to all these different girls, you know, in the fall. And then, you know, holiday season come around, they still buying all these gifts for Christmas and they done gifted it out.
You know what I'm saying?
And now January come around, they like, I can't do this again
Yeah.
in February. The way they like, I am not about to do this again in February. So
Yeah.
now they
I
got
just got back
January.
up.
January is when, you know, you're going to get hit with a lot of, you know, I've been taking some time to myself to focus on my goals. And
Wow. So this is the guy saying
That's
it?
the
no, I'm
foolishness.
saying this is what usually happens. I'm not saying I do this.
That's how they.
No,
That's
I'm saying
how
the
they
guy,
filter
not you.
through. Right.
But like guys in general.
Yeah, guys in general,
Okay.
they usually, you know,
Okay.
they take, if you're single, you know, they usually take the team and they slim it down in January. So January is very fallback time. January is very, you know, I'm really trying to budget this month. Let's not really go out too much. And
Okay.
it's just the preparation before that day. And I know it's like, why even talk to her if you don't want to take her on Valentine's Day? Because Valentine's Day
Are these
to
questions
women,
that you typically get?
no, this is not a personal thing. This is just in
Okay.
general.
He just
I'm
speaking
just
for
speaking
the
in general.
masses.
Just
For the
in
masses.
masses.
But Ro,
Okay.
you know, she likes to get a little messy sometimes. So is this what you did? Is this what you did? So let's get into it, Davey. Is this what you did? So,
Unpack this. I think we should unpack it.
but I'm saying
Clearly.
as we unpack it, I feel like that's usually what happens. And you know, guys kind of slim down, and they might, you know, have like maybe two or pushing three, but by the third is kind of like I'm just cooking the house,
Right.
You know, and they'll just take whatever you can get. You know,
does
the
that
first
mean?
one, what? Just cooking the house.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day, if you could tell if you like the third date or like the second date or the first
Oh,
date.
got it.
Usually,
Okay.
3 dates on Valentine's Day, bro.
Valentine's
I
Day's
choose
on a
one.
Tuesday this year.
This year?
So,
Oh, you know.
you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Because he already
Monday,
figured out what he's
Tuesday.
doing for all
It's a
3
whole
dates.
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, yeah. So yeah, I can go
Who
ahead.
you
That's
hanging out
it.
with on the 15th?
On the 15th. Oh, the 15th is like the last. So listen, if you get hung out with on the 15th,
It's
Hey,
over.
yo.
It's over.
the day after Valentine's
Don't
Day,
even pick up the call. sis.
because he been at work.
Unless you're in
Even
a
at
real
work.
relationship and you guys have
Yeah,
decided
real relationship is
schedules.
different. You know,
Yeah,
let's
It's not
let's
different.
skip all the
Okay.
time when, you know,
We're just
everything
gonna
is
talk
sold
about
out.
situationships.
And well, yeah,
Okay.
situationships.
Okay.
Yeah, when your relationship is different, of course.
Yeah.
Can I actually direct the question toward the ladies here?
Yes, please.
In
Take your time.
regards to being single on Valentine's Day,
Okay.
do you feel slighted if you don't get as much as you expected because you didn't get that, or because of what you all are looking at, what everybody posts on IG? You
The
know,
social media
all
play a
the
factor.
social media,
Yeah.
you know, my man got me this, woo woo. Mind you, they fighting every day. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Behind
Right.
the scenes, the happiest couples online be looking crazy if you go
In
to
real
their crib.
life, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 4, 5 holes in the walls, you know, from last Saturday. You know, so what? How does that play into the nuance of this?
I don't know. I don't ever feel slighted because I always make sure that I'm good on Valentine's Day. Like, even if I'm not single, I always have single girlfriends. And so I always have a Valentine. Like, you know, we'll get each other something. We'll hang out. We'll go to dinner. Like, last year I went to dinner with a girlfriend, and then afterwards, you know, a guy that I was talking to at the time came and dropped off, you know, his gift for me or whatever, something like that. So even if he hadn't have come, or even if nobody, you know, no man came, I had already like gotten a gift from my girlfriend. I had already given her something. Like, it was already a sweet exchange. And I think that's what we should make Valentine's Day about. Like, if we're really gonna say it's a holiday about love, then it should be love in abundance. You know, it shouldn't just be a romantic type of love. If you have anybody that you love in your life, you know, make it about celebrating them.
That's a very valid point.
Yeah.
That's real. So
That's a very
I
valid
feel
point.
like, you know, I mean, you know, y'all are 2 beautiful women. I know y'all got options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got
You know,
options.
I don't know the type of options, you know.
They got options.
I
bro.
can't speak to your
They got
pockets.
options. They
you
got
know?
options.
Yeah.
They got
So,
options.
so what's this? You know, if he ain't, I know somebody getting something in some type of regards, and do you choose to be like, oh, I don't really like him like that, even if he got me something? So, you know, I'm not gonna be his Valentine. Like, what does that look like with y'all's options?
I feel like, well, so I don't have options. So I'm like, I don't know what that was about.
Auntie, what's going on?
It's dry now.
No,
It's dry now. It's not happening.
I'm gonna give you my cap.
Yeah.
Handicap.
Yeah.
Every woman has options. I don't care what nobody
Okay.
says.
I
Every
think-
woman
I
has
think there's,
options.
like, people that like me. However,
Picky.
no. I just think, like, I'm very honest with people as well. So, like, I would never want to lead anybody on or make anyone waste their time, waste their money and stuff. Because as you guys are saying, like, the dates cost money. So, like, I'm like, okay, like, I'm not leading anyone on. I'm telling them, like, I'm not really interested. So, like, I don't know. I think it's just kind of, it is what it is. I think for me, I would more personally lean on like those like female friendships where like we're doing like a Valentine's thing or something like that. But in terms of comparing it to social media, because I think that was your main point. But in terms of comparing it to social media, I don't think so. I think when I'm in a relationship, however, and my man can literally not even do the bare minimum, then I'm
what,
like,
what is the bare minimum?
It's not-
Like,
it's
what
not
is
your
what is the
man.
bare minimum
Okay,
for Valentine's Day? What is the bare minimum?
Sells sunflowers and roses for $5. That's bare minimum.
That's bare
so
minimum.
it's
If
like,
he brings home $5 flowers,
Flowers?
I don't care how
relationship-
much it costs. Like, am I a
Hold on.
planner?
Something
Like-
edible.
Some girls be
I'm
caring
with
about that.
you.
Okay,
No,
okay,
like-
flowers. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
That's
Flowers.
bare. You asked for the bare
That is
minimum.
bare
Okay.
minimum.
Bare minimum.
That is bare minimum. So
Flowers. Gesture though, right?
it's literally the
It's a
gesture. So
gesture.
it's like, okay, I got some flowers, or maybe I planned something out. It doesn't even like, especially when you're in an established relationship, not like you're in the beginning.
yeah.
Like when you're in an established relationship, it's like, okay, I planned these activities for us to do the day. It doesn't matter the cost of it. Like it's just literally like, okay, I saw something. But if I'm with somebody and it's 12 o'clock on Valentine's Day and you still haven't done anything, and
12
I'm
PM
looking
or
on
AM?
social media and I'm
12
like,
PM?
oh, this guy put some balloons.
But that just means he don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
does.
So
It's-
like
that's
that's when
exactly
the
That's regular. That's what I
that's
told
when the
y'all. This is the
comparison.
regular.
That's
That's when the
exactly what that
comparison
means.
comes in, because you're like, they could do something, and we just looking at each other in the house right now. Like that's crazy.
No, we wouldn't, because you wouldn't be in the house no more.
Yeah.
Lord. See, the problem is once you see the girl on Instagram with the 100 bundle roses,
I have wanted that forever, and I still
and
haven't
the Louis
gotten
V
it.
bags in the
Right.
bag. That's when Valentine's Day is not fun no more. Like these y'all are getting like these scammers, these scammers.
They do set a high standard.
and they set
do.
these
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah.
And honestly, like some girls really would do that just for the gram.
For
You know,
sure.
like it won't.
Most
Nobody even bought it for them. Like
Yeah.
they would
They
just
buy
do
it
it
Get it
just
for
to
themselves.
get it for themselves.
Yeah,
Rent it.
yeah.
Some rent it.
Yeah.
Like Louis V bags be empty on the inside. You don't know what's in there,
I'm
and they will pose. But
I'm
they will have
done.
you looking at your little Amazon joint that came in Amazon, looking crazy, hurt, or whatever he got you. It just. I don't know. I think like, comparison is a thief of all joy.
Yeah.
But you really gotta, not get on Instagram that day. But I think we just gotta really not compare too hard on Instagram.
I think the men
for
also need
Valentine's
to make
Day.
an effort.
100%.
So like,
There
let's
we go.
just not
Yep.
See it
do
as
nothing.
inspiration.
See, that's inspiration.
Be
You should.
inspired.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa,
She
what's
got
the-
Louis V.
but
Get
to-
the YSL.
You
back.
see what
know,
I'm
why
saying?
not? Like why?
Let them use you.
Let them use
use
you,
you.
Lord.
As long as you're cool with getting that 5 years from now, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I could wait. You have to
No,
understand
but some
his
people
situation.
can spend it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can understand
From all-
his situation.
Yeah, I mean,
Talking about property.
If you're in
For
high
sure.
school or college, like,
yeah, we're grown. Like, I mean, people got
Yeah.
bread. Like, if you
Yeah.
know, but I think like it also depends on like who it is and why they're splurging like that. Like, some people will splurge on a girl Valentine's Day and all that stuff, but really the relationship be so empty, and it's like that happens often. And then you
Yeah.
spend all that bread, and you look back, and around April or May, you like, dang.
well, I feel like you
You
would have
know?
spent that bread like prior
Nah, people
to
be spending
Valentine's
it.
Day.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you would have
known.
known, like, it just would have been another episode of you.
Another drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Another drop
Yeah.
I
in
don't
the
think
bucket.
Valentine's Day has to be that expensive though.
It doesn't. Like, what?
I can get the $30 flowers instead of the $5.
Yeah, the $30
You know what
be
I'm saying?
cool.
They look a
$30
little
be
better.
cool.
You know, they come with the
Get the
vase
flowers
and
joint if you
everything.
want. Yeah, yeah.
You know, write her a nice note, take her out to dinner, get her a necklace, play her playlist. You know what I'm saying?
Get the play. The
Then
playlist be key.
You know what I'm saying?
Playlist be
You
key
knock
to
it
that.
down.
So like,
You good.
what do women really want?
On
about,
Valentine's Day.
like what's like? What do y'all really want?
What do you want, girl?
What do I want?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like that goes into knowing your person. So my love language is words of affirmation and gifts. So for somebody to not get me a gift,
Oh, God.
like something I could hold in my hand, not
Yeah.
something like I think about in my brain cells on Valentine's Day, that's gonna throw me directly out of the window.
Directly out of the
You can't
Why
get you
would-
promises for Valentine's Day?
You could give me promises
I'm done.
the day you go to hell, but not on Valentine's Day.
You heard it
Not
first.
that day. Not on Valentine's.
Okay, so you need the words of affirmation. You need a gift. What else?
I need it real bad, like real bad.
Real bad.
So it could be anything, like you know what I mean.
Some jewelry.
I'm a jewelry person, so if he
Okay.
gets me, a nice piece of jewelry, just make it make sense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like don't don't take me go-karting, because what about me was giving
yo.
go-kart? You know what I'm saying?
Do I look like a go-kart?
You see what I'm saying? Like, do something
Do I
that
look like a go-kart kind of bitch?
right.
Hey, yo.
I'm not putting that on Instagram on February 14th.
Not Instagram.
Being dirty.
Hey,
We out here, like,
Right.
everybody was in heels and dresses. You want a
Absolutely
go-kart?
not. That's not my ministry. So I would just say,
no
like,
Six Flags.
make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Know the person you're dealing with.
Yeah,
And make
you
it
gotta
make
know your
sense.
clientele.
Right.
You
Yeah.
gotta know your clientele.
Right.
I'm done.
That's funny.
I think that's a pretty blanket statement. I don't think women want to go karting.
On Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
Maybe
Hiking
not
or
that
something.
day.
It might not be the day for
I wanna
bowling.
go to
It
Thailand.
Unless
might
we're
not be the
doing it
day
in
for
like
that.
You know what
Dubai.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you
Dubai.
like took me to Dubai, we're like, we're going like dune buggy in Dubai. Then
Yeah.
absolutely. Let's do all the things.
I get that.
Right.
I get that.
Where
So
y'all
I
supposed to
think-
get? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say where y'all gonna get us. What are y'all supposed? Or what are women are actually supposed to get men?
Well, hold on, because we haven't finished talking about
Well,
women what.
The list
Okay.
is
But
long.
we are gonna 100% get to what men want. But I think like, so for me, I'm a little bit different. Like, but like not in a pick me way, like because like we can never. But like, I think it's really about the effort. Like, what are you gonna do and stuff like that. And it's like both of us like, girl, I done looked you up, so I know you successful too. So it's like, okay, we can provide certain things for ourselves
Right.
and do whatever honestly we want to do for ourselves. So it's like, did you put effort into this? Like, did you, like, what are the steps you took to plan? Like, so I'm like that corny Hallmark girl, like, so I'm also corny with, like, the gifts and stuff. So I don't really care about the price tag of it because, like, I can get whatever I want, like, at a price
Right.
tag. But then it's like, I do to an extent, though. Like, I do, you know, like.
You don't want a macaroni.
I like
necklace.
YSLs.
Right.
I like red bottoms. I like a Hermes.
Yeah.
You know, things of that
Yeah,
nature.
fine beef.
You know what I mean? Sure, you understand. So, like, but it's like, if you aren't getting that, like, what type of effort did you put into it and stuff? But then also, like, it's like, I think in the other episode we talked about it, and I'll wrap it up because I know I'm long-winded.
No, go
but
ahead,
like in the other episode we talked about, like, my dad would always say, "Cut your coat according to your cloth," and like so that's like a very popular like Nigerian or African like verbiage or whatever. But it's like, if you do have that money and you do nothing, then we have a problem because it's like, okay, you're just stingy and
Right.
you're not like a giving person. Because like for me, I'm a giving person. So if I'm in the store and I see something that I'm like, oh, I heard you mention it, I'm gonna buy it for you. So on Valentine's Day, I'm literally gonna go through a Rolodex of memories of, oh, you wanted this, 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 and this, like, and you gonna have all of it. So if I see you come with nothing, then it's like, yeah, like, this isn't gonna work.
It's giving
But it's
disrespect.
like, it's really about the effort and like whatever you're giving like to that and stuff, and like make the person feel special, because it's like, also like, I guess, not to compare with social media, but if you see someone on social media, and like maybe I'm being too honest right now because I took a couple shots, but it's like you see someone on social media and you're like, I know you make like $500 per month, but you got all these different things, and your
Right.
man stretched, like he really stretched it to make it happen. And I'm seeing you in this well-to-do position, and you just looked at me on that day, and you did nothing. Like,
So it's like you want a proportion to show.
like
that you're
yeah, like
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
damn, somebody else had literally nothing and they
Yeah, they found a way,
stretched,
yeah.
and like maybe they shouldn't have, but like they still did.
Poor
They-
financial
so
They
it's
gonna be
like-
outside with that YSL
Yeah.
bag.
Right.
Kids,
But
they
she
kids
still got the
hungry as
bag.
hell.
That YSL
She
bag
still
keep
got
it
the
warm.
bag.
That YSL bag keeping the fridge
Yeah,
full
it's like-
because
but I
they gonna
see
be
you in the
SOL.
position.
You know what I'm saying? His kids like, Daddy, I'm hungry.
Well, that's too damn
I need a
bad.
Lunchable. I had to get his
I
YSL
can't,
back.
I
YSL
can't.
bag.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But okay, so but now to guys. Like, what do you guys want for Valentine's Day? Like, what is a perfect Valentine's Day for you two?
You wanna
Let us
start it
know.
off, bro?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can go through the hourly of how we would want it to be, you know. But I feel like, honestly, I feel like guys want to feel appreciated as
Okay.
well in some sense. Like, usually a guy will, you know, let a woman know that, you know, I want you to be my Valentine a couple weeks in advance or a month in, or whatever the situation is. At that point, you know, I think you should take the time to do something. Like, even if it's something small, even if it's like a small gift or some type of gesture.
What do you mean
in a
by
sense.
that? What is a small gift?
So a small gift could be like a T-shirt, a hoodie,
Okay.
like some type of like,
Right.
you know, some type of gesture. Like, I thought about you.
Okay.
I appreciate you and your love as well. You know, a lot of ladies, you know, they just think they just gonna put that lingerie on that night and they gonna give it to you.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's supposed to be
Is that
the
not
gift.
enough though?
That's not
Make
not
it
enough.
enough.
That's
Make
like
it
enough.
that's not the main dish. That's like a side. That's like
That's
the
not
potatoes.
enough.
You know, you can't eat the the
Okay.
main course.
I mean,
you know.
it's like
gotta
You ain't
have
never
it.
We have
just order
sex
French
so
fries
much.
from
We have
McDonald's.
sex
But I
so
think
much.
we talked
Like-
about this a little bit earlier, and it's like before we switch too much to the next subject, but it's like I think in a real relationship that probably isn't enough because it's like you guys actually genuinely care about each other. But I feel like for a girl, like if y'all are in a situationship, you haven't even given her that much. So like at this point, like what is she investing into you?
It depends
like,
though, because a lot of, from my experience, women like time. They like to be heard. They like attention, gifts. If I'm doing several things like that, investing myself, who I am, my
claiming
brain.
her when people ask if you're in a relationship.
Oh, most definitely. If you're in a relationship, you should definitely claim your woman.
100%.
Hold on.
You know
Run
what
it
I'm
back. You got the playback on the
Oh, I'm
podcast?
claiming. I told y'all, I'm happy. I'm out the game.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay,
I know.
okay.
You,
That's
you
beautiful.
definitely
Okay.
did say that.
That's
you definitely
beautiful.
did say that.
He
So
didn't
I love
say
that.
it.
We
He
love
just
to
say,
hear
he
it.
just
I love
say,
that
We
that's
love
too.
cool.
to hear it.
See, now I see more smiles. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
We love to hear
This
it.
is
We love to
crazy.
hear
Oh,
it.
the game. Okay, so, but you know, if you're in that situation, women like that. So if
Yeah.
I'm giving you myself, you know, regardless of the situation, why should we not invest? First of all, I'm not spending no time with nobody that we not having no investment into each other.
Gotcha.
If I can't
That
learn
makes
nothing from
sense.
you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With me, I like, you know, I like little gifts. You know, if you see, you know, I got some ashy hands. You know what I'm saying? Give me the do
Yes,
the
thoughtful.
womanly stuff. Give me some
That's
lotion.
thoughtful.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Do like, you know,
Thoughtful.
do something nice for me. If you know I had a long week at work,
Mm-hmm.
stop talking for a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
I'm done.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to hear nothing about whether it be if I leave my shoes in the middle of the floor or whatever. Just
For
take
that
that
day,
day.
for that
Just
day.
take that day just to be like,
don't
you know,
nag.
just pick them shoes up for me. You know what I'm saying?
Just for that day.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, if we go out, you know, just be pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can add on to other things. And I like gifts too, you know. So yeah, get creative.
Cool.
Interesting.
Okay.
How do you feel, Davy?
I mean, the gifts thing is cool. You know, as I said before, I think men just want to feel appreciated as well. Like simple thank yous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a thank you goes such a long way when a man does, you know, a gesture. Like even if you're not that wild, you can act wild out. Like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I mean, like that just makes a man be like, you know, you don't know what a guy had to do to do what he's doing for you.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the planning, if it did, all the stuff that he had to go through to get to what little things. Like not all men are the greatest planners. You know, a lot of effort goes into that thing. Like just because we have a penis doesn't mean that we're event planners or date planners off rip. Like I think that is a thing. Like it's a thing.
It's actually my worst
Like
quality.
it's actually a thing. Like it's not. It doesn't always equivalent to that. So just be appreciative. You know what I'm saying? And like the thank yous and stuff go a long ways. But I think
So y'all just want thank yous for
They just want
not
Valentine's
just
Day.
thank yous. You know, little
Okay.
things, little gestures here and there. But I mean,
Okay.
it really is. Valentine's Day really is truly usually about the woman, and I've accepted that, and it's okay. Like you know, let her have her day. A lot of if you dating the right one will reciprocate it
Yeah.
in some type of way, form, or
There you
fashion.
go.
So I
Yeah.
think that's important. But the problem is, you know, when women be like, you know, I'm gonna give them this box for Valentine's Day. Let me stop clapping for it. While looking at you. Let me stop. Let me give them this box for Valentine's Day, and that's really
Regular
gonna
box.
do it. And it's like they might do the little lingerie, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Might
put
take
the
that off
effort in.
anyway.
They put the effort in. You know, it's coming off anyway, but you know they put the effort in. But the thing is, once ladies do certain things on Valentine's Day sexually, you've now set a new bar that maybe you do something new, but it's like, oh, you could have been doing this the whole time.
It
Why you
wasn't
gonna wait till
Valentine's Day the whole
Valentine's
time.
Day
But it
to
wasn't
do this? So
February
now I'm
14th the
expecting
whole time.
no. I'm expecting this after this. I just want it like
What
what
you
you just
mean?
did. You need to be doing that
That's
the
the new
next
bar.
day, and you
I'm
thought that was just gonna be the
I'm
one time you do it.
dead.
You
So how
did
come-
that.
How come y'all get to set a standard for what we gotta do, but if y'all do the bare minimum, you know, if y'all do the regular, honestly, freaky shit should be a regular. Honestly, like at least for me,
Well, are the men doing the freaky shit too?
I can't speak to what
I
men
can't
are
speak to
doing.
what men are doing, but
Okay.
I
if
feel
you're
like
not
y'all
doing the
should be
freaky shit,
speaking
they
for what
wouldn't
men
be-
do
Yeah, you
the loudest.
should.
I mean,
y'all are speaking
you-
for what women are
Of
doing.
course, men. If men are doing the freaky shit, you probably not with them.
I mean,
You probably don't want to spend your
and the thing
Valentine's
is,
Day with
like,
him. If he
I
ain't
feel
doing
like
that,
a lady doesn't
that
talk about
shit.
this stuff. But however, if we're gonna talk about it a little bit, I think men are very quick to talk about, okay, women should do this and women should do that. Da, 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 da. But men are lazy as fuck.
Do you tell your man he lazy as fuck?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
And
gotta
so,
tell him.
Speak on
like,
that.
lazy
I think
as
that's-
hell,
Oh,
and it's just like you're just trying to
Sorry,
like it's
buddy.
like a
Whoever you are. Sorry.
it's nobody. It's
She baking your
nobody.
ass
It's
right.
nobody. It's
She
nobody.
said lazy is hell.
Lazy as hell is crazy. So like the thing is,
But
is like
it is. But it,
a
like,
man being lazy in the bedroom is a pure reflection of what he thinks of you.
You think
Because
so?
yes,
I
if a
can't
man
okay,
is
but what if
lazy
he
in the
marries
bedroom,
you? So clearly he thinks something of you.
so if he, it's like he
Oh, I
doesn't
think-
care about your happiness or well being.
Trying to get
That's just
his.
my opinion.
You trying to get
If
his.
you
Yeah.
if you haven't figured out how to make your woman orgasm in some way, shape, or form, you do not care. You
Yeah.
don't care.
I mean, I
you
can
can
agree
use
with
a
that.
toy. You can use anything that you can think of to make your woman fully satisfied.
I mean,
and if you
obviously,
can't do
none
that,
of
you don't
us
you don't
here
care
are
about a
having
woman.
premarital sex, so
Shit, I do.
Yeah, I'm just taking notes for Sunday.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this, and not to get too vulgar or anything,
People
but
be
there's
fucking.
we all know there's a
They be
couple
fucking.
different types of orgasms that a woman can have.
Oh, we getting into
If you
this.
can't-
Alright.
If you can't get at least one out of the two, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come back. You gotta make sure she good. So if he not doing that, you know, you should already have said something before.
You should have been said that. And a lot of women be scared. I feel like women be scared to tell
Yeah, it's 'cause our
like
egos, though,
niggas their
bro.
dick weak. Like
Yeah.
I think that's a thing. Like y'all should tell a guy if you are not satisfied with it. For real, like you should.
But our egos be so
Egos,
Yeah.
man, you some
I mean,
it
I
depends
Is that
on the
something that you
situation.
can
Like,
take? Be
Yeah, that's-
honest with
yeah.
but
yourself.
I feel like you have to say it in a certain way. Like you can't
How?
you can't
Like,
be
your shit
like
is trash.
you can't right afterwards be
Maybe
like
not like that,
you-
sis.
you-
Maybe not like that.
I don't know what all that shit you was talking, but whatever it was, you need to take it back.
it was a
'Cause
lie.
terrible.
It was all a lie.
It was all a
It
lie.
was all a lie.
That text you was talking about all this, you gonna come beat it up. I don't know what you beat, but it wasn't me.
But a
You
woman
beat
gonna
the
tell you
time.
without
You
telling
beat
you
the-
though.
I'm done.
Come on, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how real y'all want to keep it, but
Okay.
you know, every night ain't my best night. Let's keep it 100. I'm a,
That's
you know,
real life,
I'm
yeah.
a very, you know, athletic individual. I'll just say that. But every night you ain't gonna come and, you know, drop 30. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Let's be real, okay?
Right.
So
With the 15,
you
the
know what I'm
average.
saying? I got,
Okay.
you know, you just know the next night you gotta come back. But a woman gonna tell you when you ain't did what you need to do, okay, without telling you.
I think
Them
I
checks
think
gonna get
if it's a
slower.
one-off situation,
The joint's gonna be real
Ain't gonna be
slow.
no
think-
dinner on the table.
I think if it's
No,
a
real
one-off
talk.
situation, it's easier to tell the person about. But when it's a consistent thing, then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, now it feels like you're putting this person down. So like, I think at a certain point, like, and I've heard like different women talk about it, like, just like at a certain point, if it's a consistent thing, then it's like you don't want to keep saying it because that like is putting
That
someone
mean it's not-
down
yeah.
and like everything like that. But it's like it sucks because it's like, okay, maybe you love the person or maybe you genuinely care about them. So I think it's like I think men also, and I think we're going off on a tangent a little bit, but
it's okay.
it needs to be said. Like
So
I,
y'all will put up with that. Me
yeah,
personally,
So
I
y'all will
think
have a
with-
guy that y'all
but
like
that's because
love.
dudes are shallow.
So
They're-
y'all, so I'm asking, like, y'all can take like the great love, but the average sex.
for a certain time being, I think women can, and you can definitely add to this from your perspective, but I think women for an instance can take it for a while and they'll probably be like whatever, but I think eventually something's got to break, something will break, like, and it'll
The
be
bed
like
ain't.
Yeah.
like it'll be like dang, like okay, this is 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. All of a sudden,
Until you
it's
start
like there
thinking
gotta
of
be
Gerard from
more
Round the
to
Way.
life.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
you gotta
Plumber.
figure it out.
The sink been
like-
broke for about 2
but-
months. You know what I'm saying? Why the sink keep breaking? She
You know what I'm
breaks it
saying?
around.
You start getting them flashbacks from Homie Round the Way. You should knock.
I don't know.
I don't
College
know.
situation. Go ahead.
I'm
I
so
always
done
say
with
this.
you.
Everybody has their one thing
Yeah.
that they can tolerate. For some people, their one thing is like, I cannot deal with a cheater. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they could deal with a man that's broke. They could deal with a man
think
that
cheater's mine.
that
Interesting.
beats on them, like whatever. But they can't
Well, I
deal
can't
with
deal
a
with a
man
cheater
that is
either.
unfaithful. For somebody, the one thing is, you know, bad sex, whatever.
Right, yeah.
So they could deal with everything else, but you don't give that, and that's their one thing. So I feel like it just depends on what you can tolerate. Like there's some
Yeah.
people that's like mediocrity in the bedroom, that's okay because he's an exceptional friend. He's an
I think
exceptional listener. He's a great
you can
provider.
fix that in the bedroom. So I feel
I
like
think
that
so.
should be something that you can like, but the person has to be willing,
Right.
To,
And
like,
able.
Sometimes you can't fix everything.
He got scoliosis. What's
Girls
wrong?
be having bad
Right.
sex too, y'all.
What's going on?
Girls be having
Like-
bad sex.
You
And
said that. You
whole
enunciated
episode.
that.
They might they
You
got bad
enunciated
sex
that.
too. Like, and women
but
gotta
you can
understand
teach bedroom stuff.
some freak. See, it's a difference between freak and nasty.
I'm done.
If we really gonna get into it,
I'm done.
you can't teach
I don't know
nasty.
because I am leading people to the kingdom.
Okay, well, you can't teach nasty. It's some things that certain women just do and that just know.
They just know how
and
to
it's
do
a
it.
different kind of like,
Yeah.
was this in you?
But that's time.
How long was
that's
this
time.
in you?
That's time. That's definitely time.
It's just some people
No,
just
that's
got like you
100%
can't.
time.
It's
You
different,
can't
but-
teach a man to be 6'4".
I mean, if you don't teach her,
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. No, for real. Wait a
No.
damn
No.
minute.
I get what he's saying. Like,
No.
I really think you
teach
gotta
the
be
strength on,
born.
you know,
I really think you
No,
just
that's
gotta
a
be
lie.
born.
That's a lie.
like,
That's a lie.
not
That's a lie.
born, but,
That's
like,
a lie.
something in you just gotta.
Okay,
It's instinctive.
So not I, but like someone I know has dated
Oh.
someone on and off.
No, she said a friend. It's a friend, y'all. It's a
I mean, one of my friends.
It's a friend. It's a friend, y'all.
Not me. Not me.
Okay,
We're not
okay.
editing that out. Either. Don't try to
Yes, we
edit
are.
it out
We're
later.
100% cutting that shit out. So, a friend of mine
Yes, ma'am.
has dated somebody on and off for like 15 years. And in the beginning of it, like shit was trash. Like people were young, they didn't know. Oh, okay. Okay.
He said we doing too much.
Yeah.
But not enough.
Okay. And we're about to wrap up after this anyways. But
He started a little early. It's cool.
yeah.
You got like maybe 5 minutes.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Go ahead.
So a friend of mine, like, you know, like in the beginning of it, like they were young, wild, living the life, like shit was trash. However, as time went on, and as I say, like my friend and her person were like off and on, clearly they like,
Because he was getting experience with other joints, with other females. other women.
he was, and I'm sure she was not sitting in the house. And so like people came back together and it was like, damn, like I didn't teach you that, but like that's just lit. Like, so I think people can learn over time. Like it's not like, and I think like if we're gonna say, especially like on something that long, like like to my point essentially is like you can teach somebody those type of things.
I
The
agree.
person just has to be willing. Like it can't just be like if the person is willing, then they're gonna figure out new tricks and tips
You
and
just
different
may not
things
be the
like
person
that.
to bring it out of them, depending on the
That
situation.
and that's okay too.
Yeah.
It just might
for
not
me,
be a
you
level
come
of
back with new tricks. Skedaddle.
I mean, well, why were y'all in a break in the first place?
Why do you assume that it's the man?
I mean,
What did you do, boy? What did you do?
No.
crying.
Obviously not you, but like you know, like you said it to the point, like you were like, if you come back with new tricks, that would like insinuate that there was a break.
Yeah, you
So-
can't come back with too many tricks though. Like, cause then I'm gonna be thinking.
Well,
okay,
I
next,
think if
next
it's
time, next
okay.
time, my bad.
Yeah.
They ain't
Okay.
thinking. We know what was going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Some brother done had you
saying?
in a different kind of world.
Okay.
Rocking it.
All right.
Right, locking it.
Locking in. But anyway, so you know, I think that pretty much wraps up
I think so.
our episode. Basically,
So the box
fellas,
is not a gift.
the box is not a gift.
Got it.
Recap, the box is not a gift. Fellas, you gotta at least do the bare minimum. But get the YSL bag, right?
The YSL bag.
The YSL bag. What other
Fellas don't
bag
listen
y'all
to all
want?
that. You ain't gotta do all that.
The 100
Yeah.
Be
roses,
thoughtful,
you know, all of
man.
that, of
Yeah.
course.
Be
And
thoughtful. Yes.
you know, if you are gonna come out with all the lingerie on and do the new tricks, it's expected that you do that after Valentine's Day too, because now we see what your potential was that you can do. So don't be coming all up in there
I think
doing
we should
that.
all perform to our fullest potential.
I agree. So instead of just getting a YSL bag on Valentine's Day, I
Uh,
I
feel like
somebody.
I
I
was-
feel like
every
let's
day.
mix it in.
But why
Yeah.
not every day? Because every day is Valentine's,
Valentine's
Day.
Day.
Oh,
yeah.
I see what y'all.
Very much
I
so.
see
Every
what y'all
once
just
in a while.
did.
Yeah.
I love
I see what
that.
y'all just did.
Every once in a while.
And I hate it.
So-
Just want to let y'all hate
Yeah.
what y'all just did. It's cool. It was cute. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all follow us at all these things that we probably gonna put everywhere.
Somewhere in the lower third.
In
But
the-
however, before we close, what are their social medias?
Oh, I was gonna put it in, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
okay,
edit it
okay,
in, but
okay.
y'all can do a shout out or something.
You
Yeah.
can find me on Instagram at queen_Christabel.
Period.
And you can find me,
Ah,
Brandon Bailey,
yeah.
at B Bailey for ya. That's B Bailey
You
number
sound
4
like a commercial.
YA.
Mm-hmm.
All
I like that. I
right.
like that.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace.